welcome back to All Things Cinema podcast. It's been a while since we had Nona Prince on the channel, and I can tell you with a lot of conviction that it's not easy to get a hold of him. That's why it took that much time, and it's been like even I have been absent from the channel for a while. Like I'm not that active these days because of the other music work, but I thought it's March is about to end. We are all almost past the first quarter. So
Yeah,
who better than him, who keeps such a close and keen eye on Malayalam cinema, to discuss, what Malayalam cinema has been doing this year already. Like it's only March, and they have several amazing, wonderful films already. That we thought that it only makes sense to do an overview kind of a thing. So first of all, welcome back, Nona.
thank
Like
you. Thank you for having me.
it's been a while. This is the first.
Sorry for all this
I think this
delays
is.
and
I think this is your first appearance on the channel in 2023, and
I guess so.
people would love to see more of you. Not like an Eid ka chand, which is like which comes once in a while. So
That makes it more special.
it does. So, then let's make it this once in a blue moon kind of thing. Ki hum har after every quarter we'll do this review or overview, something like that, maybe. But
Yes.
so I saw. So how I got this idea was I saw your recent review of Male Ghost, and you opened it with your first like your opener was it's only been 3 months, it's only March, and what is Malayalam cinema doing, like they are creating such magic. So that kind of gave me an idea, like it's worth talking about what they have been doing, how they have been doing, and every year we get surprised, and yet like we expect that kind of brilliance from them, and yet we get surprised with the kind of content or the kind of innovative experiments they do and everything. So this year, like what stood apart for you that it's only March and already we are in for so much?
I think we need to clarify that we are also counting the films
Yeah,
which released last year but came on OTT this year and we got to
yeah,
see them.
yeah.
So I think considering that also, that's why we are more amused from Malayalam
Yes.
cinema. And I think, as you said, it's always, they always stand out every year with
Mm,
one of the best movies of the year.
yeah.
I think this time it's just that, that how every after Pathan's success, now everyone's thinking about big,
Mm,
big budget, big this, big that. And these people are just, going more rooted, more smaller films and churning out amazing content, one after the other, just like this. And that, like, the think tank is so huge
mm,
that they are not getting into, like, I think that's what issue happens with the film industry like Telugu
yeah.
or with KGF, because now Kannada has become that.
Mm,
Bollywood also suffers from that, but again they have a lot of indie films and different kind of films we keep getting. So we are refreshed. But with Telugu and all, just the hype is so much that you have to try. Even for Tamil, for that sense, the big hero films.
mm,
In January we got two, and both I didn't hear good stuff about, so
yeah.
I didn't get to watch. So there's so much pressure on them to be have to deliver that big budget thing because that's the next big thing. And here, just Malayalam cinema is like, I don't care.
Mm.
We'll just make the smaller film. Like if their budget is going down
Where
every
content
movie,
is the
and
king, probably. That's
yeah, and
their
I think
focus.
Romanchan is like considered one of the highest successful because of the
Yeah.
budget compared to the box office, and it has been the only big film in the box office wise for
Mm.
Malayalam, and there have been 50 films I've heard which came out in the first three
Yeah.
months, and everyone has flopped except Romanchan. So that's also a worrying thing. Box office wise, it's not that they are making a lot of money also
Mm,
every film, but the content, and I think that's what we care about. We don't
mm,
care really matters what the box office does.
yeah.
We care about the content, and it's just refreshing to see. It just my mind is like, how are you guys thinking in such a way? Like your concept at no point, you are like, oh, let's take this small idea but make it big.
Mhm.
Till now I've not seen that. Because most of times what happens, right? Even Telugu, Tamil, sometimes I watch a movie, I'm like, this should have been a smaller film, but
Mm.
just because they wanted to force fit it as a big commercial film,
Yeah.
they added these elements and that ruined the narrative.
Yep.
And that has happened a lot of time, which I don't really find with Malayalam cinema.
Yeah, I think
And
that's where
also,
they found a like a sweet spot, like there's a fine line between going overboard with a little idea just to make it a little more commercial. I'll give you a very quick example. So I have my first theatrical release coming next month in April. It's
okay,
called The Reluctant Crime. It went in
yeah,
a lot of festivals around the world, and now it's releasing in India finally with a Hindi title called Hum Banjare. So now when they had to release it, they couldn't have released the festival cut because it's a little too hard, it's a little too slow, it's a little too long.
hmm,
For this
okay,
specific Indian release, they edited out a few chunks. They added another song just to make it a little more commercial. And thankfully, I'm not a part of those decision making process. And I've not done that extra song. Some other people have done that who are distributing the film. So they added that song as a promotional thing just for the trailer so that, the trailer is a little more. So, like how you are saying, like in Bollywood, we have seen this sort of a habit with a lot of people where just because they have a bigger budget, they kind of compromise on the authenticity of the storyline, and
yeah.
it ends up spoiling the bigger picture, right?
Yeah. I just want to mention one thing before someone comments it below. I'm cutting down the comments. But of course, we only watch the cream. We only watch the
Yeah.
top of the top. And even sometimes some films that are considered really good, which
Mm.
I personally may not like. But again, 50 films released, a lot of them are not really that good.
Yeah.
So we are only watching the top and talking about the top. But even those top are too good.
and
That's
and
why we need to talk
also
about.
also we don't live in Kerala, so everything doesn't release as well here in
Yeah.
Mumbai or Goa, right?